It's Nate Rage! You know what time it is? It's time for Spooky Month. Time for me to take a look back at my all-time favorite cult horror movies. Of my choosing, of course. And if Halloween Kills coming out not too long ago, I decided, hey, let's take a look back at the OG, the original Halloween from 1978. What is that? Who the hell will be knocking at the door at this time? I'm coming! Hold on, guys. I'm coming. Come on now. Some bullshit. Oh, hi, Michael. Drunk again before Halloween, I see. You know, I still got beer left. If you just want to, I don't know, chill here while I work on a review of your first movie from 1978, go ahead, I guess. Why don't you just relax and sit down? Well, now that's settled. It's time for me to do my review. Let's take a look back at the one that started it all. So what can you say about this movie that hasn't already been said? This is one of the greatest movies, and definitely one of the greatest horror movies ever made. And it's especially important to you if you're a fan of slasher movies. Halloween pretty much gave us the horror slasher craze of the 80s. It's all because of this movie, and yes, Psycho did come first. It was the first slasher and the first mainstream slasher. But it was Halloween that kind of broke open the door. Movies like Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th, all these classic franchises. I have John Carpenter and Michael Myers to thank. Right, Michael? Don't mind him. I think he's been doing more than drinking. Anyway, Halloween was created by Deborah Hill and John Carpenter. The story starts with Michael Myers introduced as a child, who stabbed his 17-year-old sister on Halloween 1963. 15 years later, Michael Myers escapes from a mental asylum, and he returns to his hometown of Haddonfield, where he decides to stalk a whole bunch of high school girls, babysitters mainly, and their boyfriends. The original Halloween doesn't really explain Michael Myers' motivation for his killings. It leaves you with an impression that anybody's capable of murder, even a small child. You know, Michael, that was pretty uncool what you did to your sister when you were younger. It's just that, hey, what are you doing now? Come on! Oh, God. Those are my bananas. Come on, man, you can't have the munchies that bad. Well, anyway, these killings can happen anywhere, even in a decently pleasant suburb like this. Halloween isn't an isolated horror movie. The murders shown are in a wasteland or some random-ass hotel, but in a far more relatable setting, in a typical American hometown. An escaped maniac could come to your home, and you wouldn't even know until it's too late. But I definitely know. Cries for help in Halloween usually get ignored by neighbors that, well, don't really care. And yeah, that's pretty realistic.
Can't you hear me? Oh, God!
Besides Laurie Strode, Michael Myers is the main character, and also the main antagonist too. The story follows Michael Myers' journey from the very beginning onto the very end. The chosen victims are a group of teenage girls, and they are blissfully unaware that we are watching them, along with Michael. You really like killing teenagers for some reason, don't you, Mikey? The only connection with the first murder and later murders is that they're babysitters. The only victims shown dying are all teenagers. The corpse of the mechanic is shown, but we never really see his death. Laurie Strode, a high school girl played by Jamie Lee Curtis, is the main protagonist of Halloween. Funny enough, her mom is Janet Leigh from the movie Psycho. And I think that's pretty cool, and probably one of the reasons she got the part, because Psycho is definitely a big influence on Halloween. The thing that separates Strode from her friends is that she has shown that she is very caring and very selfless. Laurie chooses to babysit on Halloween, along with her friend Annie. Annie convinces Lori to watch the child that she should be watching, so she can go out and have a good time with her boyfriend.
Okay, class, what do you think about this?
Oh, no, it's all right.
What about this?
No, that is no.
Oh, I'm worked up.
Michael kills Annie soon after. You sure showed her, didn't you, Hey now, are you mocking me? Really? Ugh. Another one of Lori's friends decides to get drunk and have sex with her boyfriend, and they both get killed in his house. Just like Judith Meyer, who should have been watching her little brother instead of having sex with her boyfriend, who proceeds to kill her. Maybe wouldn't have happened if she was actually watching him like she's supposed to. No wonder you have a complex, Mikey. Lori's different though. She actually watched the child she's supposed to watch. And another she didn't have to. Lori may have smoked some of the ganja at another point in the movie. And you know a lot about that stuff, don't you, Mikey? But that didn't get in the way of her job as a caretaker. She even provides some wholesome Halloween activity for the children. The only time she's not watching the kids is when she goes to check on her friends next door. Lori's a good babysitter and she's a good person. Because of these traits Lori has, Michael has a hard time killing her. But she too has a hard time killing him.
Killed him. You can't kill the boogeyman.
The only person that knows about Michael Myers and knows that he's a threat is his psychiatrist, Dr. Samuel Loomis, who is played by the legendary Donald Pleasence. Loomis should be a very logical man, but he believes Michael Myers is an incarnation of pure evil, an avatar of the devil that will kill people for all eternity. Loomis knows Michael better than anybody else. Except for me, of course. I think I know Michael a little too well by now. Just a little bit. Hey, what are you doing now? Stop! What the fuck are you doing? I don't know what he's on, and I definitely don't want any of it. Let's just get back to the review. He's starting to get my nerves a little bit. Let's just get back to the review. Nobody else in the movie understands him and his capabilities. Most people only see him as irrational and paranoid. Even though Loomis is always searching for Michael, he's not really successful at stopping him, and he has little to no effect of halting Michael's progress through the film. Loomis pretty much just provides a lot of exposition. He's pretty much a mild Deus Ex Machina by preventing the death of Lori at the very last minute. Michael is less of a man and more of a force of nature in this movie, and he defies reason. Like how Michael just knows how to drive even though he's been in an institute for 15 years. Nick Castle is the one underneath the mask that plays Michael in this movie. He plays Michael in a very creepy, mechanical kind of way. The way Michael moves is very deliberate with a lot of precision, and injuries don't really stop Michael. He just gets back up again. He even disappears after falling out a window after being shot about 6 times, I believe. After disappearing, he could really be anywhere. Like at my house. Really? You're still dancing? The moral of the story is, evil is unstoppable and omnipresent. But it can leave my house!
The boogeyman. As a matter of fact, it was.
Michael pretty much wears the same expressionless white mask the whole film. There's actually a pretty cool funny fact about it. It was originally a William Shatner, James T. Kirk mask, created by Don Post. The studio making Halloween, what they did, they found the mask, and they decided to change it up a bit, and then BAM! You got the Michael Myers mask. And taking off Michael's mask seems to be the only thing that really stops him in his tracks in the movie. Well, besides shooting him, of course. Hell, he even stops attacking Lori for a moment just to put his mask back on. And the funny thing about that, when he's unmasked, it's not even Nick Castle playing him, it's a whole nother actor for like 1 second. And it's also pretty cool that it shows him missing an eye from when he got stabbed by Lori. The mask is a total neutral face that's completely free of expression. Before his victims die, all they see is a total emotionless face before he kills them. You know, Michael, they did a pretty good job creating a mask in the movie. It's pretty creepy and pretty... Hey, are you sleeping? Come on, man, my review isn't that boring! You know what? You've actually overstayed your welcome. When you wake up, just leave. If you don't, I'm gonna call my neighbor Buster Rhymes. Ugh. Michael isn't shown very much in order to build suspense in the movie. Halloween even uses some techniques to obscure Michael. The film even opens with a seamless sequence, seeing through Michael's eyes as a child. At other times, Michael is just a creepy shape in the shadows. The film makes excellent use of darkness. Michael just seems to dissolve in the dark. When the movie came out in 1978, it was a critical and a commercial success. It's one of the highest grossing independent films of all time. It demonstrated that a big studio doesn't need to be involved in a really good film. Halloween spawned a franchise and also a legion of imitation films. There were many other successes in the horror genre in the 1980s, but very few of these films have reached Halloween's legendary status. I very highly recommend this movie. So go find it and go watch it. You will not be disappointed. That's it for the review. Hey, are you still here? Oh, that's it! Hey, Buster? Yeah, I got Michael Myers in my house and he just won't leave. Please come over. Hey, Buster?
Trick or treat, motherfucker.
That's right, and stay out! Hey everybody, if you like this review, could you do me a favor and please subscribe and share this video around to all your friends and family? And if you will, also hit the little bell icon because YouTube doesn't like to tell you when I release a new video. And also, if you would, could you please subscribe to my Patreon? I could really use the money so I can put it back into YouTube and make even better videos. Until next time, everybody, love ya, peace.